Hello? Oh no, there it is. Ha ha! Fantastic. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Timberborn. My name's Dedem5337. We have my avatar back. Yay! I'll save my mage looking one for a more adventurous game. Yes? I fixed my avatar. There's still a little desyncing issue, and that's okay. I don't mind the desyncing issue nearly as much as for some reason it just didn't talk when I talked at all. I don't know why. I need to reload him is what happened. I think I had put like a extra space in the naming prompt of the file. So it was looking for something with a one spacebar tap. And I had accidentally added a second one in there in the naming file. So, anywho, silliness. Don't need to worry about him. He's doing just fine right here. Hi. Little tail all floppy. Okay. Everybody is still working on their own little parts. They are working on getting our pine up here operational. We have all this. Do we want to just say the heck with it? I kind of want to just say the heck with it. If I do that, I'm going to need to cut a line in here and put a road. Let's do that. We are catching up on our wood already. Might as well. Do that while we have free time. We have the planks, we just don't have the gears, and we're still working on saving up the gears so that we can have our earth cultivator up and running. And what really is waiting on is our treated planks being able to operate, which will be, when the end of the season when these actually pop. So, as you can hear, we are becoming much more, how do you call it? Better in our well-being because we are starting to collect some maple. We're just going to delete this half of the mountain here. We'll leave whatever overhang here survives. I don't really care. And we don't care that they are basically going to end up deleting the scrap because we are collecting scrap from our mine here. And that will be improved tenfold once we catch up on our wood. And our tapper shack here starts harvesting some of the pine resin. But right now, this tapper shack right here is collecting as much pine resin and maple as it possibly can. So, we'll take what we can get. I just spilt water all over myself. Give me just a second. Oh my goodness. Water all over me. Gosh. It is not kill time to count my feet on. Oh dear Lord, I left everything running. Oh my goodness. I don't know how much you guys went and heard as I was trying to go and clean up the water. And you might be hearing the dog go and bark because my cats are lying to her and telling her that it's dinner time, even though it's not dinner time. Alright. Did that. It is still half an hour until dinner time. So, how the hell did you guys seriously forget to go and dynamite one little thing? Oh my goodness. Alright. Map down. Come on. You did. Fudge me. Alright. Right there. Take care of you. Can you reach? You can reach both of those. I don't know why you didn't do it, but oh my goodness. Probably because you're too busy dealing with the trees that are popping up. Okay. And come on. One more. There we go. Awesome. And delete. There we go. Boom. Look at all that. We are going to delete this bit of road right there. We're going to build more pine right there. And then we're going to cut trees right there. Awesome. We're going to remove the cutting part on the roads. Good. And I think that should be everything. Awesome. Good. Okay. Have chestnuts, have maple. We're starting to go and build up everything. We still don't have any maple pastries in reserve. That is the annoying part. But we'll be okay. Drought for 34 has started. Good. We are full on water. That is the good part. That means that, this 26-day drought will probably be, we'll probably have the water in our canal here because we aren't pumping it during the drought. And seeing as we aren't pumping it during the start of the drought, we have literally all the water to operate. We still don't have all of our wood that we're supposed to have. That's fine. But we are starting to utilize the mud pit. That's cool. Treated planks, we're starting to get there. Our scrap, we are burning through what little scrap we do have. And because we aren't building enough treated planks yet, yeah, it is a terrible cycle of we need wood. But our pine resin problem and our wood problem should be solved with this. Won't necessarily solve our maple problem, but it looks like our maple trees will pop up before the end of this episode, which will be a good thing, because Lord knows it's been a frickin' journey. We're just going to fill in. I don't know why that is a problem, and I don't know why that's a problem. If they end up just continually replanting those 4 spots over and over every time that the bad water stops going through here, I don't care. It's silly and it's a waste, but whatever. The only thing I can do, I don't know if I can even do that. Can we build impermeable floors on too far from districts? But not necessarily too far. Okay. Okay, so we can't build underneath the water wheels, but we can build them. How stupid would that be? So if I build you here, and we delete you, and we waste metal, because we can't build on top of contamination barriers, but we can build impermeable floors. So if they have impermeable floors, will they keep contamination? Because then they're not touching the dirt. I don't know. But I think it looks better. So either way, I'm doing it. Because why not? Actually, we're going to go delete you. And we're going to build a staircase. We're going to build a fancy staircase right there. And we're going to go whoop right along the side here. Good, good. Awesome. And they're picking up all of the wood, which is good things. Alright, so while they're doing that, we're going to just delete the path. Nope, no. Just delete the path. Awesome. So we delete the path there. And we're going to go power, and we're going to go water wheel. There, 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 and there. And we're going to pause you, pause you, pause you before you get built. Pause you before you get built. Pause you before you get built. We're going to stop you from being built, because we're going to build you there, and as soon as that's done, we can unpause these ones. I just don't want a beaver getting trapped. No trapped beavers. Doom boom 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 boom. Alright. You are almost done. We're going to make you a higher priority. And they can't reach this until they build this. That is fantastic. We're gonna pause. Unpause. 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 Alright, so they'll build this before they build the other ones. Awesome. Because I built them in order. Ha ha ha. So they'll cut themselves off before they get any of them trapped. That's a good thing. Good, good. Okay. And they'll work on this as fast as they can. And we're not at our wood production yet. So they're still chopping down trees, which is good. Currently, because we had all these water wheels picked up, we are doing fine on our wood production. Oh, and nothing's operating because... Oh. Well, that's a problem I didn't think of. Shoot. Okay. That will give us our sparkly planks. We'll build another one there. That's fine. But now that we have sparkly planks, they'll build this one. We'll make this one the highest priority. That way we can transfer power back over here where it makes sense. I don't know why, because you guys are barely getting power from over here. Oh my goodness. The reserve power is what's saving anything from going. That is surprising. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. There we are. Great. Whole power grid is connected back up except for these two buildings right here. That is A-okay. I didn't think that I would disconnect from the power. I wasn't thinking... I was honestly thinking that I'd ran the power on this side. Oh my goodness. That is silly. That is me being too silly. Alright. Great. We're going to delete that. We're going to delete this path right here. Good, good. And we're going to delete that path right there. Good, good. And we're going to build power right there. We're going to build a power connection right there. They can reach both of those easy enough. And all they require is logs, which we have. Not enough, but we have plenty. And this is just shy of the treated planks, which, I mean, I'm sure that our mine went and ate up a good chunk of them. That's okay. Alright, we're fully connected again. Awesome. Awesome. Alright. So we're almost out of scrap. But we have the metal blocks to go and get close to the end. Woohoo. We have the gears to start. So we're going to turn this back on. It's still going to stay on lowest priority. but we're going to keep going. Awesome sauce. Drinking water and not spilling it on myself. Good job. All right. So we have water here. Is there anything that we want to do? I mean, I can keep this topped off. It is a possibility. In order to do that, though, we need to do this. So, if we delete this, and we delete this one. Spilling? No. Awesome. Delete that one. Spilling? Yes. That's okay. We aren't overflowing. As long as we are not overflowing, we can delete one more. Ooh. This was risky. Fill valve. We're going to go boom. Okay. So we want your height to be at 9. We're going to put you 9.5. There we are. That way we don't overflow. Can we get down one more? Yes. Alright. So we're going to delete this one. Good. And we're going to fill valve, fill valve, fill valve. And then levee and stairs. Good. Build that. Good. We want 9.5. 9 will have to do. That's fine. Because that's as high as you reach. We want 9.5. That'll be fine. We want 9.5. Boom. Perfect. And that will leave it below these. But above, okay. Which means these will go and empty out this sooner. Great. Remove evaporation. And seeing as it's only one, it's not going to be as efficient as filling it up. However, it won't be as fast, or it won't be, as sloshy either. Which is why I feel like it can go the 9.5 route. Because it's not, we're not having to worry. And these ones, once it gets down to here, we'll keep on filling this up all the way up to 9. That's fine. Why are you able to go up to 9 meters and you're only able to go up to 9 meters? What a weird... Oh, because of the dip. The dip. The dip that's there. I forgot. Ha ha ha. That was stupid of me. That was stupid questions. That's a-okay. Alright. We are burning through our wood again, which is annoying, but that's fine. We are still working on this. Still working on our wood, still working on our sparkly planks. Everything is going and coming up, and you're still requiring sparkly planks. But we do have our well-being score of 74. How's everything? Everything is full except for our earth recultivator. Yes. Our little spots of seeds that we'll be sending on the earth to hopefully find every bit of water to grow what they can. Make minor oases for whatever wandering beaver is coming along. And these trees are finally starting to grow, which is good because we're starting to run out of trees, which is its own problem of needing wood. We are turning every bit of wood into paper and planks as fast as they come. Oh, and oaks are starting to pop up too. Now, alright. So we're catching up. Woohoo. Our pines are popping, our oaks are popping. We are catching up on wood. Fantastic. That was the concern, is if this is finally enough trees to keep up with our own demand, even while building this massive structure. Because that's what the earth recultivator is. It's just a massive structure. It's all this in this little one spot. That is the issue. How are we on our... Alright, so we are slowly catching up on our maple pastries. Fantastic. We don't have any spare maple syrup, but that's fine. We seem to be getting just enough to slowly catch up. That is good. We don't have enough pine resin to go and keep up, but that'll happen as soon as this isn't being chopped down continually. That is going to be the quote-unquote key point, is when this stops being chopped down continually and we have enough wood. All this will be easy pine resin. So that's why I put the tapper shack here, because yay. Drink in the water. 13 days, and we are halfway left of our reserve, or our last tank here. Part of that might be because of fixing this to go and dump into here. But again, if everything is built up vertically, it takes less evaporation, as opposed to all of this. So, if it wasn't for that we built this on top of here, we could literally mow this whole thing down and make this one big old tank if we wanted. But that seems overkill. And then we'd have to maneuver all of our automation. And I don't want to do that. That seems like a waste. Especially seeing as what we're waiting on is the earth recultivator. And that is sparkly planks. Alright, you, we are going to copy. Boop. Nope. You don't fit there, huh? Because of the line. Is that because of the line too? Yeah, that'll be because of the line as well. Okay. So if we go and copy you, flip, and instead of that, we're going to make you make grease. Catalyst. There we are. And we're going to copy you. And you are going to make catalyst. Because eventually we're going to be caught up on our maple pastries. And when we do, we're going to want you to be making catalyst. But we'll make this first. Working on the trees, working on the trees, working on the trees, go get our wood back. Boop, 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 boop. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't really need you to be planks. What we do need you to be is gears. So we're going to clone you and we're going to put you there. Woohoo. Good. Good, good. Just make our gears a little bit faster. I know we're going to pay for that later when we finally get our sparkly planks, but we need wood first before we really kick our sparkly planks into high gear. We aren't even operating on 50% efficiency on our sparkly planks, to be honest. We just are stuck at our own little bottleneck of we don't have wood. Because we don't have wood, we don't have our new pine area grown up. Because we don't have our new pine area grown up, we are using our pine resin as fast as we go and get it. Because we're using our pine resin as fast as we go and get it, well, it's not very efficient. No, 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 no. So... But we are going to start catching up on our maple. Almost there. Not quite, but we're almost there. And as soon as we catch up on our maple, because this seems to be just enough to go and keep not only our beavers fed in maple pastries, but in everything else. We'll have some catalysts, which means we'll have some more robo beavers, which means that we'll have our hauling posts all set up. We still have our two builders' huts working 24/7, so whenever they can, they are building the earth recultivator. The fact that they burned through or placed all the metal blocks is nice. Oh my goodness, are you serious? So water's down. Alright. It's gonna seem silly. We are dumping this now. The reason why we're dumping this now is because once we overflow, we do actually flow into here, and we can actually raise our water level. I don't care. I don't care that's being weird and it's going flooding this area. We're just going to take advantage of the fact that this seems to work. And I love that there's just enough of a pause in between to let the water spill off over the edge, and then all the berries and dandelions, as well as the trees, are not flooded anymore, and then I can keep flooding them. But they're trying their darndest to go and cause this to work. Is this working? Yes. See? Alright. Hi. We're gonna pause you. Oh, well, of course, we paused you at the wrong time. Have to overflow first before we have the not flooded part. Come on, get to the overflow. Once you reach the edge, then everything dumps off. Okay. There we go. Okie dokie. We are at halfway. And we don't have any of the sparkly planks, really. That is going to be our issue. Do we have a spot where we can build more sparkly plank manufacturers when we finally catch up on our wood? Do we have a spot? Yes, we do. Do we really have the ability right now? Not really. But that's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to go boom. Great. It's disconnecting that. That's fine. We don't really care. Not impermeable. Vertical. There we are. Boom, 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 boom. And then power shaft, we'll just go like this. Awesome. So array reconnected, building up the power shaft so that we have our ability here. And then after we catch up on wood, we can build our own extra things specifically for the sparkly planks. Actually, if I want, I can just replace, prep a whole bunch. We're going to go here, and we're going to go here. Actually, we're going to delete this right here. Higher priority. Get rid of those succulents. Good, good, good. Alright. We're going to clone, flip, boom, flip, boom. And we're going to build you there. We're going to build another storage. Right here. And right here. You are going to be planks. You are going to be pine resin. Awesome. And you are going to be power. Right there. And you're waiting on gears. Fantastic. I love that they're just waiting on gears. Why? Because this is almost done with the gears. If and when we actually catch up on our blasted wood. Alright, pause. You. We don't have our wood, which means we don't have the extra pine resin, which means it doesn't matter the fact that that one's built. We need the extra resources for it. So yes, trees. More trees. Build more trees. Get more trees, yes. Oh, pause. We can manually pause all these because there's no reason for them to operate yet. But we're prepping to go and catch up on things when we have the opportunity to catch up on things. That is the plan. First things first is we need to catch up on the trees. Our backup of pine trees is stuck in its own little loop of waiting. Our oak trees are slowly popping, but again, they're stuck in their own little loop of waiting. So, pause. And because I upped the inventory, they're using basically every block of wood to make more planks, which is understandable. Great. So, yeah, we're stuck in a weird little limbo. Just stuck here. Oh my goodness. And again. Drought in 3 days. Oh my goodness. That's fine. We're going to dump water. That's fine. Let's dump water. Yes. Come on. Dump the water. You shouldn't be there. There we go. Good. No more drought or dehydrated plants. Now they're flooded plants. That is silliness, but we'll take it. And that should be enough until water comes back to make sure that all these don't die. Because there's no reason for them to die. Good. Died from not being submerged. Let's just go and clear that one. I don't know why that one is still sitting there, but whatever. Everything is still running. It's still operating. It's just operating slow. That's okay. We can operate slow. Slow and steady is still operational. That's all we really want. But our wood is starting to go and pop back up. We are at almost 200 and down to 150. Oh my goodness. Our poor wood. Oh my goodness. Oh, and last one but not least is built. Good. That means that all these are ready for when we catch up on our wood. Good. Which means all our gears are going to go back into this after they have filled up these things. That be the priority list. And we have built some catalysts because we are a little bit on our maple syrup. How are we on these? Maple pastries. Good. So we are going as fast as we can. It's not great, but we'll take what we can get. Okay. Two more days of new water. 7 days until you die. 8 days until you die. 7 days until you die. Okay, good. So we're fine. We're gonna be A-okay. We're a little shy on berries, but that's okay. We have the carrots, we have the sunflower seeds, we have the baked potatoes, we have the chestnuts, spaddock, bread, cattail, crackers, and maple pastries. We have all the bits and bobs that we actually need. We are at 333 wood. Fantastic. Our planks are getting back up into the thousands. And our gears are just struggling to keep up. Partially because this thing is just eating up every gear that it can. Even though it's on the lowest construction priority, every spare gear that we make is just being eaten up by that. Our workplaces for bot parts are eating up gears as well, but it's not nearly as detrimental. Our scrap is obviously not existent. Our metal is barely there. We are struggling, but we are surviving. Actually, if I remember, it does mean that we use berries in the Earth Rejuvenator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build another storage system right there. And this one's going to be berries. Why not? Boom, right there. Boom, right there. Take advantage of what I can when I can. All right. So we will be building up the berries. Good, good. We're going to destroy you. We're going to build another storage. Great. It is such a waste, but why not? Pine resin. We're just going to make a large pine resin. Here, grab that. Thank you. All right. And that is the end of cycle 34. We're stuck in limbo, but we're still here. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.